And the victim here is 63-year-old King Williams Jr. of Indianola. And emergency management officials want to thank everyone who assisted in that search. Back to Delta Daybreak. So glad to have you guys with us. It is Monday, January 25th, and we hope your day is getting off to a great start out there. Zach has just been sort of touching up his makeup and talk about that together, and just let me know what you come up with a little bit later on.
My imaginary friend compliments my cape.
Every day. He wears one too. All right, thanks for the update. And thank you all so much for joining us here this Monday morning for Delta Daybreak. Glad to have you with us. I'm Jennifer Williams. Well, there was standing room only at the Elks Lodge in Greenville for the historically black College and University Alliance Town Hall meeting. Now, the Senate also proposed Bill 2794. If passed, Mississippi University for Women in Columbus would merge with Mississippi State University in Starkville. Meanwhile, the House votes on Thursday to decide the fate of Valley State University. If a merger bill is passed, all Mississippi historically black universities would merge together, and again that means that Valley and Alcorn would become part of Jackson State University. President of Valley State, well, Governor Haley Barbour has cut another 3.2% from what started as a nearly $6 billion state budget. Despite those cuts, and the victim here is 63-year-old King Williams Jr. of Indianola. Rescue workers found his body around 10:30 this morning, floating about 2 miles south of the Nesbitt area of the lake. Here's more. And Williams' body is now being sent to Jackson for an autopsy, and emergency management officials want to thank everyone who assisted in that search. It's a bittersweet day for 31 Bolivar County soldiers and their families. Dr. Hank Bounds is holding a special town hall meeting, hoping to get some feedback from the public. Now, while no one is saying exactly when they'll open, we can let you know what you can expect. Your mom says, "Oh, honey, just go ahead and tie it around your waist. It's okay, you'll be cool."
Yeah, all men wear pink, Zach.
Okay. All right, thanks for the update there, and also that piece of fashion advice. We appreciate that. And thank you all so much for joining us here this Monday morning for Delta Daybreak. I'm Jennifer Williams. We begin today in Washington County, where police need your help locating a 58-year-old missing man. The Environmental Protection Agency is touring towns throughout Mississippi to address various concerns. Also in Greenville, firefighters were called out to an apartment blaze that was apparently started by a 4-year-old who was literally playing with fire. It happened Saturday. Now, a number of clues about this case are causing authorities to suspect foul play. Census workers were in Greenville over the weekend. Now, these friends of Williams are hoping to turn this very unfortunate situation into a lesson for other fishermen. They say never go on that water without wearing your life jacket. Fellow mayors say they're very excited about this event. The camera itself is actually stored in the trunk of the car and is locked in this box. Now, meet this cute little girl. She was dropped off here about a month ago. Now, aside from the glitz and the glam, this casino actually has a historical element to it. Is there anything you want to say to the family, sir? The suspect in a gruesome double murder speaks out about that crime. 43-year-old Harvey Lewis says he is not the one to blame.
You want to blame somebody? Blame the commanding officer at her post. I did my job. I reported her for...
What commanding officer are you talking about?
The one I called for spousal abuse.
Lewis is accused in Monday's shooting death of his mother-in-law and her 4-year-old granddaughter. The suspect is now claiming his wife abused him. She was attacking you, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
It's not clear if Lewis is accusing his wife of physically or emotionally abusing him, but we do know that authorities responded to a domestic violence call to their home in Rosedale on Monday. The same day Lewis is said to have kidnapped and killed his wife's mother and niece.
Sending me texts and talking crazy to me on the phone.
What did the text say, sir?
Get my phone and look in it.
Authorities believe Lewis left the crime scene on foot and went into hiding in a wooded area behind St. James Church in Shelby before finally being spotted and taken in.
He complied with the order of Shelby police officer, and he was transported to the Bolivar County Regional Correctional Facility.
During Lewis's court appearance on Wednesday afternoon, Judge Albert Smith advised him of his right to legal representation, but Lewis replied he'd rather represent himself. Capital murder charge automatically disqualifies the suspect for bond. Now, in this case, Lewis is faced with 2 counts of capital murder, and if convicted, he could get the death penalty.
That case is going to be closely scrutinized with the Supreme Court. It would be best, the public would best served in this community for him to have representation so that they don't review the record and say he was not properly advised.
Authorities say Harvey Lewis will now be taken to Quitman County on Friday to face kidnapping charges there. From the Bolivar County Courthouse, Jennifer Williams, WXVT, Delta News. We didn't really do a lot of bad things when I was a senior. We just skipped school and stuff like that. Just told my mom.
Ooh,
Whoops.
I rode a goat
Everybody
through the
except
hall.
for me. I tried to talk everybody into doing the right thing that day. You did what?
Rode a goat through the hall.
That's just a little tidbit of information.
When you go to talking corn, all I'm thinking about is
Eating. Okay. Corn flakes, corn chips. Okay.
Corn
on the
pops.
cob. All right. And lastly, we're going to be following the United Way disbursements that are going to be taking place today as well. So.
Indeed. So a whole lot coming up on your 5, 6, and 10 o'clock news. Be sure to tune in with us or log on to WXVT.com and get your latest in weather, news, and sports.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tonight, 5, 6, and 10.